Good morning, my dear friends. I had to do it from outside today. Just listen to the birds. It's pretty out. It is plus 5 degrees today. It's going to drop all day long. By the end of the day, it'll be -1. That's okay. That's okay. We've got around 0 to plus 5 for the next bunch of days, and that's a nice thing. Cheers, y'all. And power to the wrist. Power to the wrist. The Band-Aid's off. The power is almost back. It was supposed to be 4 to 6 weeks, but by looking after it really careful, if I squeeze hard, it still hurts. So, and she warned me, she says it's going to feel better quick, but it's going to take 4 to 6 weeks before it's really solved. Look after it. So I'm going to look after it, friends. And what are we talking about today? Today's video fell into my lap by watching, as usual, Joe Rogan Experience. But it's also a carry-on of the world is better today than it was yesterday or any day previous. We are always improving. Do not listen to your media. And in fact, the guy I'm talking about, if you check Joe Rogan Experience, his recent talk with Boyan Slat. Boyan Slat. Boyan Slat, yeah, that's his name. He is an inventor from the UK, from Ireland, I think, who invented a way to clean up the ocean's plastic problem. Now, before I get too deep into this, I want to back this up because there were naysayers, and there always are. At least once a year, I put up a video talking about how we are better off in every single thing that we can measure than we were 10 years ago, 20, 30, 40. We're better in freedom, we're better in safety, we're better in health, we're better in nutrition. We're better in war, we're better in crime, we're better, period. But yet, the media can't seem to find anything good to talk about. And whenever I have raised this, there have been those naysayers that come back and say, yeah, maybe for you. Maybe for you. No, I'm not talking about for me. When I'm putting out that stuff, that means for the entire world. Yes, there will always be people who could say, you know what, I am no way better off than last year or 5 years ago. Of course, there is always anecdotal evidence of people who are opposite to the norm. It doesn't make the norm not norm. Norm! You know? Norm! So, now that I've said that, let's get back to, I had said in that video that I also believe that everything that technology has caused, even if technology is causing the warming of the earth, which hasn't been proved, even if it is, that technology will also supply the solution to the problem. We develop something, we notice, oh crap, it does this, or oh crap, it does that. Second, third, fourth generation doesn't do that anymore. So, what did Boyan Slat make? Well, Boyan Slat, it was in 1998 that the Greater Pacific Garbage Patch, GPGP, was discovered. The place twice the size of Texas and just full of plastic, where certain currents meet, and therefore all the plastic that's come out in the ocean collects there. Now, Boyan decided that he wanted to clean this up. enough of, if you watch the Joe Rogan Experience, he talks about it. He said, enough of this complaining. Complaining does nothing. I have lots of things I don't like in the world. Instead of bitching about them, I find the things that I do like and I work on that, because positivity brings us forward. Negativity does not move us forward. It just gives us something to feel good that we've bitched about something. No, he invented. And just to prove that people don't really want to solve problems, when last year his machines went into the garbage patch and didn't work. It was a big fail. And so many people were applauding him and saying, see, I told you should have worked on the climate. See, I told you couldn't do it. Blah, blah, blah. What a world we live in. But he kept at it. And he now has removed 2 shipping containers worth of plastic out of the ocean and is continuing to move at a very strong pace. He says that at the current plan, if he doesn't increase the plan, and he is increasing it, they will have that garbage patch cleaned 50% in 5 years. So in 10 years, the garbage patch in the ocean, instead of all these people, oh my God, it's indication of the world dying. No, it's not. It's indication that we've got to clean up. When you see garbage on the floor in your room, you don't just close the door and go get a new bedroom. You clean up your bedroom. And he says that he's already got 2 boats working. He talked about, and I spoke about this, how 80% of the plastic in the oceans comes from 2 areas in the Asia-Pacific corridor. A whole bunch of rivers, but 2 main areas. In other words, the major pollutants are still polluting. But he also developed machines that go up these rivers in the Pacific, in the Asia-Pacific, that go up these rivers and collect the plastics, and also, a side thing, collect the microplastics in those rivers before they even make it to the ocean and join the Great Garbage Patch. It's an amazing thing, and it is indicative of what I have said. We are a brilliant people. We can solve many things, and I haven't finished watching him, but he does talk on how he believes that we can scrub the air, we can keep it clean, we can keep the CO2 out of the air. All this stuff is doable, and this earth is savable. I've never believed in naysayers because they're always proved to be wrong. I really hope that we can keep this discussion going below. And I hope if you have something negative to say, that you at least say it in a positive way so that we can all discuss things. I actually had to block somebody on Instagram yesterday because I posted something about legal weed, and he went nuts on me about how crappy this legal weed is and how much of a sellout I am for even leaning on that side of the industry. And we've got to stop being that way with each other, folks. It won't be long, and you make a nasty comment, it won't even show. YouTube is changing their policies, and they are going to be capturing comments that they believe are harassment or rude or mean, and they're not going to allow them on their site. Things are calming down. We are getting controlled, but it is not against free speech because it is their platform. And maybe in someone else's platform, we shouldn't have the wild, wild west where we can say anything. I have had some pretty rude comments over the days. I'm of stronger ilk. I see a nasty comment, I just block the person, remove the comment, move along. I do believe that's the way to handle things, and I will continue to do so. Now, You know what time it is. I have some funny, weird, and unusual ones today, so I may read more than one or two. The word Jurassic, which we often associate with dinosaurs, comes from the Celtic word for forest. Interesting. The brain is our fattest organ, being comprised of 60% fat. Guy Fawkes is the reason that guys are called guys. And that I didn't know. So the name Guy, for a guy, came before guys got called guys. Hey guys? And February used to be the last month of the year, which is why it has the shortest number of days. That's cool. That's cool. Did not know that, and now you do too. Peace and cheers, friends. Love and harmony. Catch you on the other side. I'm not sure there will be a video tomorrow because I have a party at my son's school. That comes first. Peace and cheers. Love and harmony.